Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Made by Power with the Rhythm and Flow podcast. Your official host, co-hosted with DJ Inferno.
Yes, sir, man. We're back for another episode. In this episode, we have a very special guest, man. We got Tinizeee in the building. Make some noise.
What's up? What's up?
So how's it going?
Good. How's it going?
We're doing good. We appreciate you for coming out here, hopping on the podcast with us, chopping it up a little bit. Tech's been telling us a lot of things, about the motion and what you got going on. So we figured it was only right to get this podcast going. But yeah, if you just want to start, introduce yourself, tell the people who you are, where you're from, and maybe get into a little bit of your story, like how you started rapping, making music, really go as far back as you want.
Okay, so my name's Tinizeee. I started making music when I was 8 years old. I was born in Portland, Oregon. When I was 8, I did end up moving to Columbus, Ohio for 6 years because my sister had a brain tumor, and it was just a lot of stuff that my mom had to deal with. So I moved to my dad's by myself when I was 8 years old, and I stayed in Columbus for 6 years. And when I was there, that really got me into music because it was just when I moved there, it was a brand new family, and I wasn't really around my dad like that when I was younger. And so it was a lot of adjusting to do, especially culturally, because my dad's Liberian. And so I have a step family there too, and it's it's just a lot of adjusting to do as an 8-year-old kid. So I would just be writing my songs and I would be singing. And when I would come back home to see my mom, she would put me in all these different little classes. So I was playing ukulele, I was playing the piano, I was just doing all types of stuff, music wise. And so during that time, I just kind of used music as my escape. And so over the years, I've done a lot of different stuff. I went from singing to rapping to, rapping. I put down the instruments though, because that wasn't really my thing. But I just really, my time in Columbus, I worked with one of my friends at the time, Zay. We did this song called Goofy. And it was the first rap song I ever put out, and I started rapping when I was about 13. But I officially went to the studio and put some down when I was 14 on my birthday. And if you're from Columbus, Ohio, Jay Mills' room. He set up a studio inside of his bedroom. He had people slide to the crib. They go in, they bang some shit out, and then he would literally shoot them a video inside of his bedroom. And so everybody knew that room because they would go to that little page and they'd be commenting, "Oh yeah, that nigga suck," or "She's fire," you know what I'm saying? So I did that, and I think that really pushed me into music. Because I'm not gonna lie, when you get rewarded, you're all "Oh yeah." When I first put that song out, a bunch of views flooded in first hour, and it was my birthday, so people were already turning me up, happy birthday, da, 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 da. But that moment really got me into music because it was I knew I liked to do it for an escape, but it was when you kind of learn that you're good at some shit, I was okay, yeah. So I just kind of kept it rolling from there.
Okay, that's what's up. So did you have any background before that though? Or is it kind of just you jumped into it?
Music? Yeah, pretty much.
Just jumped into it?
Yeah, I would just write songs and I was singing to my mom. But my first time actually in the studio was when I was 14. Oh
wow, that's cool. That's really cool. So what you said you were writing your rap song on your birthday and you were turning up and it was going up. So is that when you decided that you're just gonna keep rapping, or as you've progressed in your musical career, have you experimented more, or how's that going?
I've done a lot of different stuff. I also did put music down for a couple of years previously before this year, just because I had a lot of stuff just to figure out in my own life. I moved back here again, so I had to adjust, and it was a lot. But I did a lot of different stuff. I would do sing songs. At one point, I thought I was a little TJ. At another point, I thought I was Tupac. I did all types of shit. But over my main goal over the years was kind of just to find my sound, because every single time I would meet with somebody and they'll be okay, you're fire, and you're young, you got all this passion and talent behind you. They'll be okay, but we gotta figure out a sound, and I'll be I don't got nothing.
Right.
So this year, when I restarted dropping music, because I've probably only been dropping music. My first song dropped April 1st. So
just last month?
Yeah,
oh damn.
That's what I'm saying. I really just was I like prepared months before this though. Like I was like, okay, like, you know, I started like getting in, connecting with different people, starting to see like where I could place who, you know,
Yeah.
like who's gonna help me, like who's really about their shit, you know?
Right, yeah.
Cause like when I'm ready to move, I want to sweep shit. Like I'm ready to like get going. It's no like, okay, we just wait, maybe I'll drop and then do it like everybody else, cause I don't get you nowhere.
Right.
So I was like, this is gonna be my year. Like I'm gonna just pop out. I know they're looking for like the next like female artist, like the next bitch who's gonna come in and start knocking shit out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna step up to bat.
Yeah.
So I did my first little like single just to kind of like pop out, and then which I definitely did pop out, because it's like after that, like a lot of people were just like, okay, you rap. Like random people that I was running to while I was just like outside, they were just like, okay, you rap, and I was like, okay, like my little plan going in action. But definitely still building off of that. But I've like definitely found more of like a sound for myself now, compared to like when I was just like kind of like experimenting when I was like 14 and like doing different shit. And I was also in a completely different city, so like we was rapping way different back then.
So you came back to Oregon. You missed
Well,
it, or what's going on?
I mean, at first, so like when I first moved back, I actually had to end up like moving out to like Washington, because like, but like basically like 20-30 minutes from Portland, just because my sister couldn't be like in the city, because she has a high functioning brain injury now, like from the surgery. And so my mom moved me out so far. I was so mad when I moved over. It was so bad. Like when I like every single time we would be in Portland, I'd be like, damn, this just feels like home, you know? Because like that's what I like, that's just where I grew up being. So it was like being so far away, especially like out in the country.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I don't belong here. So it was like, that was just another big thing in like adjusting. And so like that also put a huge pause on music back then, because I was like, well, where's the studio?
Yeah.
Like, and you know, like when you first start looking stuff up, it's like you don't know who like actually has passion or talent behind it. There's like a lot of people who just be like sitting behind the desk just throwing some shit together for you, because like, you know, you get bread.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. There's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of people that don't have the passion for it. You know, they don't want to go ahead and sweep shit. You know, kind of like you said. You know, so finding those people, building those connections. I mean, that's only gonna give more power to you. You know. Yeah. That's cool though. So you ended up going to the country. You're like, not the same for me. So you ended up back in the city, or how'd that end up going?
Actually, I don't know. Like I was just like, I decided to move with my best friend. She has a baby, and so like I was just like, it'll just be better. I have a business that I attend to out there, so, and I was driving so far, so I just decided to like, I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna move back to Portland. It'll be easier to go to the studio, like, you know, just different stuff, shows, and like everything. I'm like right in the center of everything.
Yeah. How'd you get that ball rolling though? Like you're like, okay, I'm gonna get back in music. Like, well, how'd you start? I guess. One domino led to another.
Literally, it was a really crazy experience, because like so like I've been making music like over the years, but it's not nothing like pressure or serious. It was like every now and then when I decided to hop back into it. But like over the summer, I made like a song called Verbrand, which I'm probably gonna drop as like after this drop, I'll probably drop it. But like that song, it was so fire, still so fire to this day. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, after that, I just stopped making music for like months. And then I had like a big test for like work that I had to get done, and I failed. And this was like my third fail. So I was like, oh, I had to wait like a minute to basically redo the test. But I had so many different other business plans, not towards music. I was really just like not in my music bag, you know what I'm saying? But like the whole time, like during that month where I could not work on that test, it was like I was being reconnected with people that like I like was, when I first came here, I was doing music with, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Like, and they were just like randomly reaching out, like haven't spoken like 5 years.
Oh wow.
And like every single time I would be talking to people, they're like, oh, TT, when you finna make music again? Da, 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 da. My family called me TT, by the way. But they're like, when you finna make music again? Da, 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 you know? And then when I didn't pass that test and I wasn't able to go do like the whole line of like business work that I wanted to do for the month, I had to like sit. And so like really I feel like that sitting was like a blessing, because I like everything that happened during that like month was all towards music. Like, I had met Slip here, like, in December. Like, this is all, like,
This was all recently, right?
Yeah, like, recently.
Oh, wow.
Like, I was already like, okay, I'm going to figure it out. And I kept having these thoughts in my head where I was like, damn, but, like, imagine if I really did just hop in my bag. And, like, when I first started rapping when I was 13, I just started doing it because people were like, damn, you rap better than these niggas out here. And I was like, yup, so I'm going to just keep doing it. I'm going to keep staying on them.
Yeah.
And, oh, shit. Yeah, so I was like, I'm going to keep stunning on them with da-da-da-da. But it was kind of like that same thing, like, when I first started again, because I was just like, you know, like, I know that they're looking for the next female artist, so I was like, I should just stun on them.
Yeah.
And so, but that month, I had met, like, Slip, and then that he introduced me to Tech. I met a bunch of other people who were, like, people that could put me in a position to actually do something with this shit.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just run with it. But I was like, I need to be, like, as an artist, there's a lot of artists that do this, but it's kind of like they want to plan everything out to, like, a T.
Yeah.
But they don't really plan everything out. And then they're like, okay, I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna just push it off. Or I'm gonna do this, and then we don't end up doing it. But I was like, I need to just actually have fire on my ass and get in the studio, bang some shit out, and then actually be on the next move to, like, what I could do next to promote myself, and the next thing, move this like a business and stop moving it like it's a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's just kind of what I've been doing.
Dang. And this is all recent. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's what's up, though. I mean, it sounds like you're very self-motivated. So, I mean, it sounds like you have a plan and you have intentions to act on it. So, I mean, that's dope. I mean, more power to you. You dropped your first single. I mean, what are the plans now?
I mean,
We're here right now. So, I mean, what's next?
I mean, I have a couple different plans in action. My bad. Ooh, the
Oh, you're
birds.
good.
You're good. You're good.
But I have a couple plans in action. Can't speak too much on them. But,
Right.
like, definitely, like, when I first started this shit, I was like, oh, yeah, y'all just wait till, like, the end of summer. Like, because in my head, I feel like you could really do this shit big in even, like, a short amount of time if you just do it right. But I know it's, like, it's still a consistency thing. But it just, at least to, like, get the, like, foundation built.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got some plans. But I can't tell you about them plans. But when the plans start planning, y'all gonna see it.
That's good though.
No, we're definitely going to follow and see your progression over the next couple months and see where you're at. So, definitely.
Yeah, I'm curious. Kind of want to go back a step. What's the difference, in your opinion, on, like, the music scene as far as, like, East Coast versus West Coast, or, like, Ohio versus
Don't get
Oregon?
me started.
I'm curious, like,
Go ahead,
pros,
go
cons,
ahead,
what you
yeah.
like over there versus
Let
what
us
you
know.
like over here, don't like.
I mean, there's, like, for one, okay, this is kind of how I think about it. This might be a little controversial because the West Coast, like, most of the trends start here.
Mhm.
Like, we hop on this shit way faster. And then it spreads over to the East Coast. But it's, like, a little bit different because, you know, people start talking about New York and, like, different places. And they're like, okay, well, what about them? New York is, they're a whole other country. They do not count. They live in their own life. We don't leave them people alone. But, and, like, in my head, when I really think about it, it's like we have really, really fire music out here. And I feel like East Coast artists, like, they have a different vibe to them. And, you know, it's like, it's fine. But, like, I feel like a lot of trends, they do take place and they move over. And so, like, in my head, I feel like East Coast music, they did their thing. But I feel like West Coast music never really got to, like, come to the front for real. And it's been a minute. Because they have, but it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that vibe is going to end up, like, going over. And it's like when you look at certain, like, artists like EBK J-Bo and, like, the new wave of, like, West Coast music. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like you got motherfuckers in Atlanta listening to EBK J-Bo.
Mm-hmm.
And he's West Coast as fuck. Like, his flow, I'm not even gonna lie. When I first heard EBK J-Bo, I was like, he sucked. But it was a long time ago. I was like, he sucked. But it was just because, like, I was still listening to East Coast music. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I moved out here, I was like, no, we're not going for none of the West Coast stuff. But I was like, over time, it was kind of like, wait. It's like you got to kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
And so the East Coast is eating, though. There is. But I feel like West Coast vibes, like, they have a really, it's coming. I feel like West Coast vibes are definitely going to end up moving over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you're a big fan of the West Coast. I mean, you can speak on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on where you grow up, right? You know, because I feel like everyone that grows up here on the West Coast, L.A., Portland, Seattle, you know, West Coast, even Arizona, they're going to be ride or die West Coast. And then if you got people on the East Coast, they're all going to be ride or die East Coast.
Yeah.
But
that's why it's so split.
Yeah, it's very split. And, like, even going, like, more in a general standpoint, it's like the middle of the country, those people, they either go one side or the other, too. Like, it's crazy how divided music is, in my opinion.
Well, I feel like
in the U.S.
you got your East Coast rap, then you got your West Coast rap, but then you got your Texas and you got your Florida.
Yeah.
And it's kind of split in a sense. And then Memphis
but
is in there
fuck
too.
With Florida.
Yeah,
yeah, that is
everybody
true.
fuck
That
with
is
Florida.
true.
Yeah. No, you got like your Texas, Florida, and then you got Memphis. Then it's like, you know.
Yeah, their own hub.
Yeah.
No, for sure. So what would you say your style caters more towards, like East Coast or West Coast?
I would definitely say West Coast a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay.
But
I was gonna say that too, because like I've listened to some of your videos, I think, before this, and you have like really West Coast style beats. To be honest,
yeah, yeah, it's definitely a lot more West Coast. I mean, I do fuck with Detroit beats though.
Yeah,
those are tough. They're always gonna be tough.
Yeah,
but yeah, definitely give him a lot more West Coast. But it's just because I really do believe that like once people get more like familiar to our vibe, then it's just gonna like spread. And it's like even when you see like Stunna Girl, like everybody fucks with Stunna Girl. Stunna is like Bay Area, West Coast as fuck, and you got bitches on the East Coast bumping her shit. Like when it comes to like the female rap game, it's just more of like a free ball, cause like if you know what you're doing and you can stunt your shit the right way, it's like popping.
Yeah.
No, for sure. What are your thoughts about like people having, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. What are your thoughts on like people picking a side on like the East Coast versus West Coast battle? Like, are you like that as well? Like, oh, I'm only listening to West Coast, not East Coast, or you kind of listen? You don't care what's, if it's good music, it's good music to you?
It's good music.
Gotcha.
It's really no like, it's no hate, no nothing.
Okay.
There's a couple motherfuckers I was like, wait, replay that. But I definitely listen to a lot more like West Coast music now. But
yeah, because you were saying that coming from Cleveland, or no, not Cleveland, sorry, Columbus, you're saying you're like, nah, we're gonna stick with the East Coast, but then you kind of changed your mind.
Even like because when I like moved out there and when I first started rapping, like I was on that vibe, which like it was cool. Like it was cool, but like for the future, it's like I intend to make music for the future. So it's like, you know, like, and a lot of other artists, they already did that. Yeah. But that's like why they're still eating till this day. Like J. Cole, like when he made 2014 Forest Hills Drive, like I'm still listening to that song to this day. But that was so long ago, right. And everybody else is too. But it's just because he like made music for the future. Right. So it's like I want to run with something that I could see like being listened to in like 10 years from now.
Yeah. Yeah. What did it say? Good music will last or something like that?
Something like that.
I'm just thinking about that one Drake song.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? My bad, I can't talk about Drake right now.
Oh, yeah. Kendrick or Drake?
Yeah, Kendrick or Drake. Go.
Oh, it was giving Kendrick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Kendrick.
What gives him the edge? I need to know right now.
Because
he's got
Drake,
the whole club saying, OV.
oh,
That's crazy.
Womp, 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 womp. That's the part I keep hitting. Womp, 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 womp. Yeah, because he really just like, I don't know. If I was Drake, I would really feel some type of way.
Would you respond back if you were Drake?
Did he respond back?
No.
I don't think he's going to either. I think it's just going to.
I think he said it's over.
He can't, bro.
Low-key, I feel like after Kendrick was like, I see dead people. Like, Drake was like, okay, we good. Cut the camera.
Yeah, for real.
It's summertime. Drake's back in his bag. He's going to drop some.
Yeah, I could see like some surprise shit.
Yeah, he's going to drop
bro,
some.
But the thing is, like, I think Kendrick's, you know, definitely got the upper hand. But the scary thing is, like, Drake, you don't know what he's going to do. Like, he could just drop something and it's going to put the world on fire. Right. Because he's that dude. Like, he really is, you know?
Yeah, he really, yeah.
You know, you cannot say he's not. Like, you don't know.
Bro, I believe it. I mean.
You know, everyone, I'm even saying, like, I don't think he can come back, but there's that possibility where he can drop
He
some
has
shit.
like a mainstream army.
Yeah.
What do you
Like,
mean you
literally.
don't think he can come back? Elaborate on that.
Bro, do you read the lyrics of Not Like Us, bro? Kendrick,
yeah.
They're
like,
not like us.
tore him up, dude.
Yeah, but I feel like he can bounce back.
I don't know, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, he is Drake.
But like also like with social media, people will be like, "Oh, this is big," like the first day, and then
Yeah.
3 days later, they're like, "Who even said he was a pedophile? Nobody even said that." They were like, "What happened today?" Like for
Right.
real, like
Yeah, nah,
No, that
true.
part's
people
fucked
get over
up.
stuff
It's just
so
like
fast.
that minor part Kendrick says is always fucking stuck in my head. I ain't gonna cap. It's like, what's he say? Like, he's gonna strike a chord,
Chord
and
is
it's
gonna
probably
be A
a
minor,
minor.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's fucked up.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he got his ass. I'm
It's
sorry.
like, got him.
Got him.
What kind of art or what artists influence you now, or like influenced your upbringing of music? Like what bigger artists?
I don't know. I listen to like a lot of people, but I feel like music wise, I just kind of run like with my own creativity with shit.
Okay.
So it's like influences. I don't know. I just listen to like a lot of different like genres, and yeah, I feel like I get a lot of influences just from a lot of stuff in general.
If not rap, what do you listen to?
R&B.
Okay.
I listen to R&B or like
What kind though? Like today's R&B or like 2000s, 90s?
both. I listen to both. Like whatever I get up in the car, whatever
Yeah.
whatever the day told me, for real.
Whatever the day said.
For real, right when I
Nice.
get in the car. But it just like depends, cause like I have a lot like, and I like to listen to like old Chance and like, you know, just like different artists in there. I'm like, okay, we're about to have a good day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said Chance the Rapper? Or?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but like old.
You talking about acid rap?
old. Yes, but like even older too.
10 Day?
Is that what the album's called?
Yeah, 10 Day. When he got suspended or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brain cells, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah, that hey ma. That's that
Yes, sir.
shit.
That's some real OG shit right there.
That part.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wanna go ahead and drink.
Okay.
I think we should do that.
Tell the people what the segment's about.
The segment is, so we're gonna do truth or drink. So basically, if you tell us the truth, we drink, and if you want to say you don't want to tell us the truth, you drink.
Oh, okay.
Simple as that.
Well,
So-
y'all ain't prepared me for questions for these.
Well, that's the point. We're not gonna give you the questions in advance, because then you like could think about it. This one's on the spot.
Yeah, you can't.
We give you everything else except this. Let's see. Well, this is like a 2-part question, because I have to ask this question in order to even ask the question.
Okay.
But like, have you
It-
done like worked with features, or are you mainly just done music by yourself?
Oh, I've done like features. Yeah.
Like a good amount?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the worst feature you've ever gotten? And what's the name of that person?
Name drop.
I have to name drop.
Or you could just take
Oh,
a shot
y'all
if you don't.
really ain't shit. Y'all really ain't shit.
You just take the shot, plead the fifth.
Let me really think through this.
Oh, she might name drop.
I know I really ain't shit neither though. The worst? Like, did they just suck when they hopped on the beat, or like did I get into the studio with them and I was like, damn, I want to go home after 5 minutes?
Yeah, it could have
Type
been
shit,
like
yeah.
any bad situation, or it's just
Yeah.
like you thought it was gonna be something it wasn't. Like it doesn't even have to be like no crazy. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like you were expecting something. It's like damn,
Like,
that
that's
wasn't
kind of
it.
ass.
Which one is mine?
Whatever one you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
man.
drink one with you though.
That's a good.
We can
one
name
right
drop a different time, not with.
there. Not when the cameras are rolling.
It's gonna be off.
Oh
camera.
no, like other questions, but ooh.
But there has been some, huh?
Not really like a feature that I think is like. I don't think I really had like a really bad session with somebody, or like they didn't come how I thought they were. Because honestly, like, yeah. Next question.
Next one.
You have one?
Yeah. All right. Who's the most overrated artist in the city?
Okay, in the city. Ooh, I was gonna go for a hot one. Okay, in the city. Damn, y'all really listen to people in the city for real?
I do.
Honestly,
better.
yes. Now that we've been getting more into like shows and events around here,
Yeah.
we've been working with like a lot more local artists. But before that, I didn't really listen to too many people out here in like Portland
Really?
or Oregon as a whole.
I've always listened to them.
Yeah.
I always kept tabs.
In the city.
We got some good questions. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I love these. That's some good questions.
And the
Ooh.
city
Put some
stretch.
thought into them.
I'm like, in the city.
Should we stretch the city? Nah, just Portland, huh?
Yeah, keep it
Portland.
I feel like I really don't know enough Portland artists for real. I've ran into a lot,
Yeah.
but to like actually listen to like tune into a lot of people's music. Usually, if I tune into you, I like already think your shit's fire.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think I have anybody that's like super overrated. Just because like Portland's music scene is so damn near like you show up to the show and your neighbor's there. Like the city's so small.
It's
like,
very
there's not,
compact.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a big ass scene, so it's like. And like when you do run into people, it's not like they're overrated because people don't really like dick ride them enough, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is the thing I've noticed about Portland is that especially in like hip hop, it's not a big scene. So it's like if you're out here rapping or music or doing anything within the music realm out here in Portland, we all know each other. Like everyone knows someone or something. You know, it's not a very big city where it's like every time you're going to a show or an event or popping
like,
out to the
low-key
club,
the same
you're seeing someone new. It's like, no, it's the same people. Or it's like you'll see them every other week or something, you know? So I respect that answer. We can take a shot.
Plus a lot of people.
I already took a shot. Does
Yeah,
that
take another one.
someone give me
He
the
said,
bottle.
"I'm gonna take it with you."
Someone give me the
I
bottle.
just peeped that.
Yeah, I told you I was. I said I wanted a drink.
You a real one, yeah. You said I'm trying to drink.
Gotta get that energy up.
It's funny though because going back to that conversation, you're right. You know, like the community is very very small. There's not too many people. At least if somebody is doing something, they're at wherever we're at. You know, like type shit.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Whoever's doing something is all there.
Yeah. Plus, it's just like people. I don't know. Like everyone, like they have people that like they think is cool or fine, but it's like low-key that's their homie. Like under all that, it ended up being their homie because it's like the city's so small.
Don't got me.
All right. Next question. Specific dollar amount. How much money have you made off music? It could be ballpark.
Well, like in life, I really don't know. I really actually don't know because when I was younger, I did drop music, but also I never like finished like setting up the rest of the account for it. So I'm gonna say at the moment 0. Oh wait, on music in general? Well, shows count too and stuff.
Yeah, like music
shows,
as general.
merch,
You could do
everything.
shows, a booking, anything.
I'd say probably like 100 right now.
Okay.
That's real. Yeah, probably I got big plans though.
That's
Big
real.
plans.
Damn, 3 for you, big dog.
For real? All right.
She answered the question.
Oh, that was a weak ass question.
Oh damn! I didn't even have to answer the question. Whoa!
Don't play.
I mean, some people don't like to answer, but that's real. I respect that.
Yeah, but
What'd you
like,
say? But you spent way more than that, right?
Bro,
spend? Yeah, because
You
like
spent-
music is like investment. So it's like everything that I'm putting in right now is like if I just keep going, I'll get it back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an
It
investment.
really just
It's
takes
a long,
like one song.
it's a long-term investment, and a lot of people are scared sometimes to do that because like you're spending money. You're doing music videos, you're doing studio time, you're doing this, you're doing that.
Yeah.
You're spending all this money, but then you're not seeing anything in return in the immediate.
I mean, but like to be real though, like I really did just drop that one song, and like from like
a month
now,
ago?
yeah. So like from like now to like like when I like first promoted it, kind of in like middle of March to like now, like $100. So that's not really that bad.
No, that's
No, that's
actually
not bad.
that's really good.
That's really not that
No,
bad.
like actually that's phenomenal for your first song ever.
But not even like from the song, just like like
That's based
shows
off
all
streams?
that.
That's off
Yeah.
streams?
No, like shows all that, like
Yeah.
Oh.
just everything combined.
That's good.
I was about to say your streams are going up.
Oh no,
Well, let's get into that. So, do you have another question or no?
No, I got a drink. Hold on.
Yes, I do too.
Oh, y'all late.
All right, cheers.
So how many shows have you done?
Think. Oh, I didn't go to that one. Okay, yeah, like 2 at the moment. I did,
Okay.
like 2.
Jesus.
I have
How-
another one on Sunday coming up.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Where's that
Where
at?
at?
Hawthorne.
With who?
Oh, I've seen it. I don't remember, but I've seen.
I don't remember. I don't really know their names. Their manager, low-key, like, last minute hit me up.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, yeah. And then I think, Shake
You
coming
gonna
up,
do
like,
a
the
performance
30th.
there?
And then the June 13th, the Juneteenth showcase.
Oh, nice.
There's
So-
something else coming up in Portland, right? They got Little Tyler or something like that.
Yeah, that's June 8th.
June 8th, yeah. Pissed I'm not gonna be here. That'd be hard.
Yeah. So you've done 2 currently. How did those go? What was those experiences? What was your first ever show experience like? Talk about that.
Where? How many people were there?
How were you? What were you? Yeah.
Oh my god,
long was
it
the
was so
set?
bad. Okay,
You said it was so bad.
like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. Okay, so my first show, I did it like in April, like more towards like the beginning of April. I was just hopping on a set because I did a song with Foreign Crasher, and so he wanted me to like basically pull up and do the song that we made. So it was like at like one of those like pizza shop bars. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in Portland, but it's
So it was like a little area?
it's like a bar that's connected to like a pizza shop. And
Oh.
so yeah, so like there was a stage. It was
Yeah.
cool. Like I met like even by like doing that show, like I ran into like other artists that was like cool to connect with because I see them a lot out now. But it was like I was hopping onto his set and like mind you, like before we made that song probably like 3 days before.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time I ever met him. And so, like, I'm on stage, and it's, like, him and his homies, and he was like, okay, like, you should perform Crashing Out, and that's, like, the song that I had dropped.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, that part was cool, but, like, I also hadn't, like, performed like that in a really long time.
Yeah.
So I'm, like, in the mic was all low, and it was so low, and I'm already, like, a really, like, soft speaker kind of.
Yeah, soft
So I'm,
spoken.
like, I think I'm like speaking into the mic, but I'm really not. You can't hear me.
You got
It's
the
so
lip syncing,
crazy.
huh?
And I was like, yes. And I didn't know none of his songs. So I was already like standing up there for like 4 or 5 of his songs by then. You know, like after you hit the like, I'm on the stage. I'm like,
Yes,
I'm like
sir.
over here like turning around in a circle so I can like
Yeah.
collect myself. It was so bad. And then, and then we did our song together. And I was like, do I even remember the lyrics? Because I literally just wrote that like 3 days ago. And like, I wasn't really bumping it like that, like how I was supposed to. And so, and I really wasn't even about to go do the show. But it was like a last minute thing where I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm going to go do it. Yeah. And so it went.
Yeah.
It was
went.
going. It really was. And then like the crazy part is that like everyone was like posting the little videos from it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like watching the videos and I just like see me in the corner and I'm like on the stage, turned down as fuck.
So that
That's
was your
awesome.
first ever like performance, and then
Yeah.
the second show was at like your set, or was it another guest appearance?
Oh, that was my set. And then that was it was at the Aurora nightclub. There wasn't even like a lot of people. But I did turn that bitch up. I'm not gonna lie. It was
Okay.
fun though. It was turned up. I was like, I definitely gotta do way better than what I had to go redeem myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm.
For myself. It was so bad the last time. So I was like, okay. So I really like that one was turned up. It was fun.
I've seen a lot of people get discouraged off their first performance. You didn't really feel like discouragement, or you feel like, I need to get back and get better.
I mean, yeah, it was kind of more like I gotta get back and I gotta get better.
Yeah.
But like music for me isn't kind of like I'm like changing it from just being like a hobby to like an actual business. So
Right.
it's like whether I really feel like going to the studio or not, or whether I really feel like doing a music video or not, it's like
Yeah.
business has to get done. So it's like just because I did my first show, I was already like, okay, like whatever, like first show gonna go however the first show gonna go, but we just gotta keep going because
Yeah.
like we don't got time to just like pause and stop and be like, oh, I'm discouraged, because like you're gonna feel discouraged like about a lot of shit when you're an artist, because like, you know, like people be ready to talk shit. They be some big shit talkers. I'm like, oh, I'm about to get canceled before I even start.
No, that's cool though. You know, I like that. That mentality too is strong. You know, you need that as an artist because it's gonna be your ups, it's gonna be your downs. I mean, they're coming. They're bound to happen. I mean, you just gotta grow past that. You know.
Yeah, and just like consistency is key.
Yeah,
like, you
right.
just gotta show up every day type shit, and that's just
Right.
what I'm trying to do. Whether I feel discouraged or like mad or sad or angry or whatever it is.
What happened, brother?
Oh, that was hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out Tech, man, behind the scenes.
Yes, sir.
Gets it
Shout out
done.
Bad Tech. Come on now.
Love him. Now that's cool though. So as far as, I mean, I think you spoke about it a little bit, but you know, the shows, you talked about what the shows you have coming up, projects, releases. We have some of that coming in the near future.
Or is
like,
that all discreet?
or is that the stuff you're saying that's
No,
like in the
lucky.
works that you
It's
can't
all
talk
discreet.
about?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We good. Okay, yeah. So I got like a couple different projects coming up. I got the song after So Fun that I'm doing right now. It's gonna be Burbrain. Just cause like a lot of people have been like, put that bitch out, and I'm gonna just do it.
Yeah.
You've been like
You know?
teasing it.
I like that
Or
was
you
a song
showed
that I
people?
did last summer, like before I was like, okay, I'm like done playing.
Oh, okay.
But it has a little like, you know,
Yeah. Lil Bob.
yeah, and it's like super duper fire for like
Yeah.
shows, cause like even that last show that I did, I performed it, but it's like I just got a cool little melody that's in there that I just be making motherfuckers sing before, and so like when they sing it back to me and there's no beat and then the beat starts, it's so fire. So, but I have that project, and then I have another project that's gonna come out after that, which is gonna be super fire. I'm super excited about that project, and it's gonna be with 3-Way Hev.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
tight.
Three-way.
Yeah, that
Three-way's-
one's-
he's tight.
Yeah.
Did you meet 3-Way here at the franchise or Loft?
No, I think he connected with me like a minute
Oh,
ago,
okay.
but like we actually just put some shit like into motion,
Okay.
and it turned out like hella fire. So like he got one, I go in, you know.
Yeah.
But like we'll see whenever he's dropping his shit, but definitely look towards like summertime. It's going.
Summertime's coming up. It's May. About to be June.
But like look more towards July.
Okay, there you go. See, I'm squeezing a little info out of you.
Now that's cool though. So your plan of action right now is just dropping singles. Like
yeah.
You don't got a tape in the work.
I mean, honestly, like I feel like singles is like the best idea
Okay.
to just keep going, because it's like
Consistency, though, at least.
consistency matters. I mean, you could drop like an EP, but like, you know, it's kind of like dropping all that work at once and then not having like a big enough platform behind it.
Mhm.
Sometimes that shit will fuck you up.
Right.
And then it's like you dropped your best, but then now people are like, the people that did listen to it, they're like, okay, what's next?
Right.
And then everyone who wasn't listening to it, they were just like, okay, that's just old.
Mhm.
So I'm just doing single for single right now. Just gonna hit them with something new. It's definitely making me like, how do I explain it? Like, I'm definitely impatient though. Cause like when you
Yeah.
drop singles, you have to wait so much time in between everything.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
the video work just to promote it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, let's just drop the next one.
It's like you're ready for the song.
You know what I'm saying?
See, that was
Yeah.
me with the pictures, bro. I don't want to wait 2 weeks, but you know,
I know.
I have to.
Might as
I have
well.
to. I have to. I was like, I have to. So same shit. I mean,
And it just helps you be like consistent.
Really, it
Mhm.
really does. I mean, you're just prepared. You know, you're like, I already know it's coming. Just
Yeah.
wait, please.
Like,
Just wait,
you know what I'm
please.
saying?
Type
And it's
shit.
like finding that. It's definitely finding that balance though, because you don't want to wait too long,
Right.
You know, or you don't want to drop it too early. You know, you have to find that like exact timing where it's like, okay, they're ready for the next one.
Yeah.
We'll let this one ride, and it's also like dependent on how they do too, right? Because
Mhm.
like you may drop something, it may go up really quickly. So then you can probably drop something quicker versus it doesn't take off as fast. So you have to let it ride a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So it's all like just timing,
Definitely gotta play
balance.
it by ear.
Yeah. Like once you drop it and then put your plans into motion, you know, marketing, promo, and then you
Yeah.
kind of just see where it goes from there. But I feel you on the impatient part because that's how we are too, like with our content and stuff. Like we're sitting on so much stuff and like I wish we could just release it all, but it's like might as well spread it out. You have so much to work with, you know?
Bro, the what I speaking on that, it's just like I feel that pain, you know. I feel that pain
It's
because
so
we
real.
have so much content we want to drop, but it's just like you got to spread it. Like
Yeah.
that's the painful part. But what I did want to mention though is that of all the people that we've interviewed, I feel like our interview is very unique because you literally just started. I know there's some people that have been kind of doing this for a really long time, but you have really just set your things in motion just like within the last couple months.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, and honestly, I would never guess that. I thought you've been doing this way longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like,
yeah, facts.
And it's just purely based on because obviously, like once Tech said, "Oh yeah, we got I got the homegirl." We're like, oh, okay, I'll check her out, and I checked you out, and like you have great interactions, and so it's like you don't see that too often from someone that just started. To keep it real. So it's like, that's why I said you have a lot of momentum, a lot of motion. So it's really.
That's what I'm saying. It's just about putting the plan together.
Yeah.
That's why I had like 2 months before that. And then I was just like, okay, we're going to go. And I don't know like how, but even during like the month before, like when I was just perfecting shit, figuring out what I was going to do, like I before that month, I felt so lazy. And then all of a sudden I was like, okay, God, like literally, if you let me pass my test, I won't quit music. Cause I was just such a big, like, I'm gonna quit this shit as person. Like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, God, I promise, like, if you let me pass this test, like, I really don't want to be broke. I was like, I won't quit. Like, I'll literally go to work, use that bread, and go do my music shit. And I like passed that test with like a 92%.
Oh wow.
After I like kept failing.
Yeah.
And then I like after that I just had like a gust of wind hit me. I don't know, like I just was like, oh, I need to get my ass up. And I did something like every day. And then like really just like from that point I've just been going.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. That was a sign.
No, really. I was like,
Yeah.
that's what I was like.
That's some sign shit right there.
That's crazy.
I swear, like every single time I stop doing music, my life goes so horribly.
Wow.
Well, then don't stop making music.
Right, that part. I'm like, what am I missing here?
Yeah.
Like looking at the big picture.
Hey, you gotta go hit the studio. Having a bad day, go hit the studio real quick. Tech, where you at?
I know, really. That's what I'd be like 40. Hello.
So
No,
who's
business,
a dream collab of yours? It could be anyone. Oregon,
Oregon,
Big
USA, Germany.
Let's say like one local person and then one like big name.
In the city? Okay, one person I actually really do want to work with in the city, Leah from the P. She's fire. I don't think she's dropped a lot yet. But she has like some really fire shit. I've been on the show. I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like I need to hop on some shit with her. She's fire. And then Dream Collab. Damn, this is really, really hard.
Who do you see yourself on a song with?
There's so many directions I could go with this. That's why I'm like, this is kind of hard. Actually, if I were to get on a song with somebody, I would love to get on a track with Baby Smooth.
Hey, that's fire.
I really fuck with Baby
Baby
Smooth. Like,
Smooth?
I don't know why, but like, honestly, like the beats is where it's at. I fuck with it so tough. Like his flow, all that. And honestly, like, even if it never got released,
You wouldn't be mad?
I'm not tripping. Shit, I got
Baby
a song with
Smooth.
Baby Smooth. I'm finna play it in the car.
Baby Smooth, he's been popping up on my playlist on Spotify. He's been coming up. He's been trending on my shit.
Yeah, I mean
For
he's
sure.
been had a motion for like a couple of years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I just heard of him.
For real?
Really? You just
No,
heard of him?
I just heard of him.
He's been popping for
Yeah,
a
he's
while.
Well,
been
maybe
popping
you
for a
Spotify
minute.
users have been hearing him, but I just got Spotify, and so my playlist is just putting me onto these artists. So honestly, shout out Spotify. I don't give out shout outs, but shout out Spotify.
Yeah, no, I could see you on a track with Baby Smooth. 'Cause
No, low key.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see
Even
it.
even if we never post that bitch, I just need it for the car ride.
Yeah, just to say you have it.
Not even just to say I have it. I don't even gotta tell nobody. It's really just about me.
For yourself,
Like when I'm
yeah.
in the car and I'm driving, like
Type shit. Huh?
no, for real. Like just like you in the car, people like, oh yeah, that's that new no. Start turning it up.
That's fire.
It's like, what y'all know about this? They're like, nothing. I don't even think this is out.
Literally.
What I do want to ask as well is like, since you're so like fresh to this, I want to say, like kind of new. What advice would you give to other people just starting out? Type of stuff that you're doing, that you've seen work.
Like advice to other artists. You know
Yeah,
what?
like someone just came up to you like, hey,
And
I just
I'm
want
gonna
to
really hit them with the sauce on this one.
Okay, hit them with the sauce. Yeah, hit them with the sauce.
Because one time I asked somebody for advice.
Ooh.
They didn't give you no advice?
Didn't give you advice? Or they give you bad advice?
The silence says it all.
Give it a minute.
Insert the dun, dun, dun.
I'm sipping this.
Canceled.
Damn.
Canceled. Took from their playlist immediately.
Really?
So fast. Anyways. But yeah, I'm going to put people on today because some artists, they don't do that because they think that they hot shit. But definitely like a big advice thing is like just keep pushing. Don't let no lame stop you. If you're like serious about getting into some shit, music is money. Like if you give a fuck about money, get up after your bread. Promote yourself. Nobody's going to promote you like you. Nobody's going to ride as hard for you than you. So really just like be your biggest fan, be your biggest supporter, be structured, put plans in action. Make sure that you're on top of content. Content's a big thing. Everybody wants to be a rapper, but nobody's face wants to be seen. So yeah, like, and just like engage with people, talk to them. Like there's gonna be people who are really gonna fuck with your music. Don't be an asshole. Like when people connect with you, like they really like that means something to them type shit. So like just come with good vibes, like, and just step on shit, you know?
Yeah.
And what's another one? Definitely find someone to make you your beats. That's another one. YouTube beats need to be canceled if you're trying to be serious, for real, because that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Nowhere.
I've been preaching that shit. I ain't
No,
gonna
for
cap.
real,
I've been
like,
preaching that
nowhere.
shit. You gotta find a producer, man.
Every time.
That's what's up. That all? Or we ranting?
Are we ranting?
I mean, that's up to you.
I'm like, are we going on the rant? Because I could. But yeah, and like just the biggest one is like really just don't give up. Like just make sure that you're standing on business. Like,
That part, yeah.
Don't give up. Like, cause like it's kind of like life. Your dream, no matter like who you are, like it's like running a mile. You know, like that first lap is like, whoo, I'm fast. I could really get through it. That second lap is like, damn, I feel like challenge and pressure. That's when you start downing yourself and shit. But everybody knows, like, if you still want to make your mile time, you just got to keep going, like, foot after foot after foot.
Right.
Like, you don't just stop.
Mm-hmm.
So, like...
And you don't slow down.
Exactly. Well, even if you need to slow down to stop from stopping...
You gotta keep going, though.
But, like, even if you need to slow down a little bit, you're still moving. But there's people who, like, will be like, oh, I just got to keep my same pace. And they don't slow down. And then they get burnt out, and then they have to, like, bend over on the track. Huffing and puffing. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like with your dream, it's like that's the same way. Like you just gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, damn, I'm tired. I done ran my second lap. I feel pressure on my back. I feel discouraged. I like my classmates or whoever is running with me is way further than me. And then all of a sudden it's like, damn, like self-doubt is in there. But it's like if you want to finish your mile or you want to pursue your dream and get to the bag, you know what I'm saying? You just got to keep going foot after foot, even if that means that you slow down.
I see.
Because, like, you can slow down, and then you can start speeding back up. And all of a sudden, you ahead of everybody else because everybody else kept going at a pace they couldn't maintain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, thinking I need to run a mile today.
Man, I've been waking up thinking that every day.
I got to get to the bag. Where's the bag at?
Nah, that's all real stuff right there. And one thing that really resonated with me is that you said, like, the thing about, like, artists or let's just say celebrities, influencers, some of them are real, like, assholes. And there's no reason to be, because at the end of the day, like, they're still people, we're still people. It's like, you know, we all bleed the same.
Simple.
And
it's like
being a humble person will take you way further than acting like you have motion. Like, even if you have motion, it's like that one thing my parents taught me. It's like, even if you're good at this, there's always going to be someone better. So it's like you may feel on top, but you're really not. So it's like be humble. Have that, like, I still have a lot more to do, a lot more to learn mindset. And it'll just take you so much further because, you know, you'll be able to interact with people. And who knows, like, you may be at a show and, like, some fan that you're talking to, they may benefit your life more than you thought. But like, if you were being an asshole and didn't want to talk to that person because you're too cool or too famous, like you just missed out on an opportunity.
Most definitely. And like, it's like, I just find it funny because it's like a lot of these niggas came from nothing and then get something and then start acting like they better than the people with nothing.
Yeah, it's like,
And like,
yeah.
that blows me because it's like, even if my shit blows the fuck up, let's say I'm like number one, I'm never finna like turn back around and be like, okay, I'm better than these niggas.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I've been around a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been around a lot of people who are famous who like, you know, and then like, it's just like sometimes like even meeting them, it's just like so disappointing because it's just like, oh, I thought you would be cool for real, but you're lame. Like, and I'm not even trying to be around this. This is crazy.
That's actually really unfortunate when you meet someone like that, you know? It's just like, damn, type of deal.
It's like, damn. That's how I feel every time. It's like, damn, you're one of them? Damn.
Yeah.
For real.
Every time. Like, and yeah, I just find that funny. I'm not even gonna get into it, but I just find that funny because there's a couple people.
No
but
doubt.
I would definitely say like the most humble, like other rapper that I met, I feel like KT Foreign. He's cool. Like KT Foreign was actually hella cool when I met him, and very humble, very down to earth, and like an actual regular nice person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And definitely Kurt Cobain's. He was cool. He was really nice and like down to earth, regular people. Like there's a couple people that I have met that like definitely big shout out to them for just being like normal, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I ran into Kirko at the Portland Nike store like a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah, and he was like such a cool dude.
So
Yes,
down to
yeah,
earth, so cool.
I got
Drinking
the
my
same-
cup?
Huh?
Drinking my cup?
Yeah.
For it? Damn.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, he was
like
cool.
like in genuine like good people, you know what I'm
But,
saying?
yeah.
But like there's a lot of people that like they get a little bit of clout or some money and they like start
Gets to their head.
yeah, like you could tell it gets to their head. Like one time I had somebody say, we're not even gonna get into it. One time basically somebody referred to himself as a very busy guy who has a very busy day, and the fact that he even took his time out of his day to even answer a question about to even answer my question, someone he doesn't know, says a lot. I said, very busy guy. That lame ass shit. It's okay though.
Damn.
They're out there. That's all I can say. They're out there. But we not going to be like them. They not like us.
They not like us.
They not like us.
He snapped.
I want to ask you another question. Hold on. I want to ask you, what are 5 essential things that you carry in the studio with you?
In the studio,
Yeah.
really, I just come by my lonely. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, need to have the za. Need to have the za.
Zaza.
But definitely just like my bag, my phone, water. If I do bring water, low key, I'll be drinking out the cups. 40 know me right there. 40 be like, damn. I be like, can I get some water? He be like, yeah. It'd be like the little ice cups. I'll be like, okay. And then I really feel like that's it. I really don't come with much. I just come to put work in and then I clock out. It's like a job to me. So,
Bet that. Clock in, clock out.
clock in, clock out.
I feel that. There you go. Pow. Well, I think that's all the questions I had in front of you. Got any more to add?
No, I mean, we appreciate you for coming.
Oh, I appreciate
Any
y'all.
last minute like shout outs, anything you want to, put the people on, look out for.
Oh,
This is your time to shine.
probably by the time y'all post this, because seems like y'all behind on content.
We are a little bit.
Low key.
But don't tell no one.
Oh, no. We're not going to tell them. We're going to edit this part out.
We're on
But-
schedule.
So we're on schedule. But definitely stream So Fun. It's probably going to be out by the time y'all see this. So, yeah. And remember just to keep positive vibrations at all times and just be real.
Facts. Be real. That's one of the biggest ones, man. We respect that.
100%.
Respect being real. And again, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors too. Joy Energy Drink. Go ahead and pick up a
That
Joy.
was so fire.
Yeah, go ahead and
Oh, that was
pick
your
up a
first
Joy.
time trying it? You
Yeah,
liked
the
it?
First time
Actually,
trying.
it was really nice.
You like
It
it?
was really, really nice.
There you go. You have it. See someone who's never tried it. Loves a
Yeah,
Joy.
first time, man. They're good. You can get them online in stores. Make sure y'all tap in with them. Thank you again for coming out, man. This was a fun episode. appreciate everyone that's been tuning in, man. We got a lot more episodes, a lot more content on the way. Make sure you follow us, YouTube, Rhythm and Flow, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Yes, sir. See you on the next one. Don't miss out on the show either. Peace.
Have a good one.